Hello, dear students. Good afternoon. Yeah. Hello, dear students. Good afternoon. Welcome to another live session of Rus Education. So, this is Dr. Dinesh Singla, and we will be discussing today about the expectations and the realities of MBBS in Russia, particularly about some universities. Joining me is Miss Shringi Singh, soon to be a doctor. So, Shringi, please introduce yourselves to our audience.
Hi, I'm Shringi Singh and I'm 23 years old and I'm studying in Palm State Medical University. I'm currently in my fifth year and the state where I live is Palm.
Okay, so Shringi, where do you belong to from India?
I am from Mumbai.
From Mumbai. Okay. So Shringi, why did you decide to go abroad for your MBBS?
As always, NEET didn't give me many options and private colleges are very expensive here. And I wanted to do MBBS anyhow and wasting more years just to crack NEET was a little too much. So Russia was the best option.
Okay. So yes, every year there are lakhs of students who appear for NEET exam, but due to the limited availability of seats in India, it forces the people to choose or to select various options. And the best option when it comes to studying MBBS is definitely choosing universities in abroad. Um, and what are the eligibility criteria that can get you admission in abroad in MBBS is just to get 50% marks in your 12th class and qualifying NEET exam. So Shringi, did you like meet these eligibility criteria before you got
Yes,
admission?
yes, of course I did.
Okay, and how much you scored in your NEET exam?
I got 300.
300. Okay. So, what is a safe score when it comes to NEET exam that you think if students must score this range of score so that they can get a seat here in India?
In India for MBBS, like
Yes.
for government or for private.
So, if you have idea, you can tell us both the scores for government seat or for the private seats.
Now, in this year, right now, I guess for private, you need to get above 500, and for government, you need more than, oh my God, it's too much. It's
Yeah.
560.
Yeah, so there is no like what I suggest students, if you are like hoping that you will get somewhere around 600 marks, maybe plus minus 20, then you can safely say that you might get a seat in India. But nowadays, with the competition increasing so much and the limited availability of seats, you cannot say what is the safe score to get a seat here in India. So, Stringy, before getting admission in abroad, you must have inquired about getting a management quota seat or getting a seat in private medical colleges. So, what is the
Well,
average cost that you came to know?
it was in crores. And like deemed universities, they take donation. And I was getting a seat for BDS, which didn't cost, like it was normal, didn't cost much, but still it was not MBBS. And for MBBS, it was very, very, very expensive.
Okay, so there are many students every year we come across that they want to become a doctor, but they do not get a like seat in India because they have either scored less marks or they do not have the funds. So what they do is they go in for other courses, as you have told you were also getting a seat in BDS. So they have options like BDS or pharmacy or Ayurveda or homeopathy or other courses like BSc, biotechnology and everything. So वाई चूज एमबीबीएस ओनली आपने ऐसा क्यों सोचा कि आपको एमबीबीएस ही करना है
Uh, बचपन से एक्चुअली मेरे दिमाग में ये सेट था. I didn't decide it just, randomly. It was since childhood I wanted to become a doctor. It just got inculcated.
Okay. So, students, if you are not getting a seat in India, don't sacrifice your dreams. Don't, what do you say, think of getting admission into another course. we have a good option for you, that is getting a seat in MBBS in a government university abroad. So, Shingi, this video is all about what we as admission providers promise the students, and you will tell me what is the real situation there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, first we start, when we start counseling the students, we tell them that all the documentation process, which includes all the attestations, translations, will be done by our company when students are getting admission in MBBS and abroad. So, did you have to run to pillar and post and get all your documents sorted and attested and getting stamped, or it was done thoroughly by the company?
It was done thoroughly by the company. It was like I didn't do much. It was very easy.
So yeah, so as we tell the students that apart from the passport, in which we like now the agents don't have any role in making your passport. So we help the students in making the passports if they don't have. You just have to fill the form and you have to go for the appointment along with your, like, carrying your original documents. The passport is not a difficult process. So
Yes,
Shringi,
yes.
what do you say? It is a easy process or a difficult process to get a passport?
It's easy. Like, yeah, I guess I only had to go 2, 3 times here and there. It's not far. It was not far from my house. That was a benefit. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's not that difficult.
ओके सो यस, इफ अ स्टूडेंट्स कई दिमाग में होता है कि मेरा पासपोर्ट अभी तक नहीं बना है, उसमें बहुत दिक्कत आएगी. सो आजकल आपकी जो पासपोर्ट की एक पोर्टल है, वेबसाइट है, आपको उस पर जाना है, अपना
हाँ,
फॉर्म फिल आउट करना है, राइट, एंड यू सिलेक्ट अ डेट फॉर योर दिस थिंग
हाँ,
अपॉइंटमेंट.
yeah. It's more easy now. Yeah.
या सो इट्स मोर इजी. सो अपॉइंटमेंट के दिन आप जाइए वहां पे, अपने डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट कीजिए, आपका बायोमेट्रिक्स होता है वहां पे, एंड विद इन वीक और 10 days यू गेट योर पासपोर्ट इन योर हैंड. ओके. Next, we tell the students that you don't have to appear for any interview to get a visa. So is it correct or wrong?
It is correct.
Okay, so you did not appear for a visa, you got your visa in your hand automatically, right?
Yes, yes. Very easily.
Okay, so getting the documentation process here in India is the complete responsibility of a company when it comes to studying MBBS in abroad, getting admission in the university, all the admission procedures, the attestation of documents. Yeah, of course, passport you have to do. The visas and everything will be done by our company. You have to, like, you don't have to go anywhere. Okay, so we tell that the admission process can be done from the comforts of your home, apart from 1 or 2 times when you have to go to the passport office or when you have to come to meet us directly. Okay, so next it comes to giving you briefing about how to travel, how to go to the airport, or somebody traveled with you till the airport. So how was that part, the pre-departure part, just before you were supposed to schedule your flights to Russia?
So, in my first year, the all the students reached the airport by themselves. I went with my parents and friends, and then the Rus education, Mr. Uh,
Nafar, I think, was the name, right? From
no, no,
Mumbai,
no,
no?
no.
Somebody else? Okay, so we will call the representative of Rus education.
Yeah, the representative of Rus education was there with us, and she gave us the necessary like a bag. She gave us a bag. She gave us kids, and some students needed medicines and all who were already there. So she, gave me the medicines so that I could give that student who was needed. And so yeah, it was they provided us with a lot of things. They
Mhm.
gave us instructions, and from there we left all
So you
students
took your flight.
together.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. So see, this is the thing that we promise all our students, that before your departure, we have a pre-departure. You say, you can say a ceremony or get together where all the students, they meet at one place. We inform them how to go to the airport. Necessary instructions are given to them. And yes, you pointed out one important thing. Like sometimes there are very urgent things that you need while you are in Russia. So it can also be sent through many students. So it is just like a family atmosphere where one person helps another, the another helps the other third person. So the chain of this helping continues, starts from India and goes to the Russia, goes to the universities in Russia.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Shringi, the next point that we tell the students is that once you reach Russia, there is somebody who will greet them at the airport. If you have a connecting flight, they will take you to the domestic part and they will guide you through the domestic terminal. So, was there any representative of Rus Education who received you at the airport?
At the airport in Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, some seniors and one sir was there to receive us, and they had brought a bus. So
Mhm.
we all students boarded that bus and we reached our hostel.
Okay, so you did not feel lost when you just came out of the airport. So there was somebody who received you and they took you to the hostels, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next, what we promise our students is when they reach Russia, all their first time documentation process in the university or the police registration part or other documents are done by the representatives of Rus Education in consultation with the university. So did you go anywhere for your own documentation or were you guided and were you helped by the representatives of Rus Education? Okay, I think I have the Shringi has lost connection. Okay, so today in this video we are discussing about the promises that are made to the students and what is the reality, the expectations of studying MBBS in abroad and the reality of they study in universities by a student. So Shringi was with us. She has lost her connection. Will connect to her. But in the meanwhile, she's studying MBBS in abroad. You have to understand that the eligibility criteria says that you have to qualify your NEET exam. You have to score 50% marks in your 12th class with physics, chemistry, biology as compulsory subjects. So Shringi,
I'm so
welcome
sorry
back.
about that. I have no idea what's happening.
It's okay. It's okay. No issues, Shringi. Okay, so we just reached Russia, right, with you, and we were
Yes.
talking about the first time documentation process.
Yeah.
So you were assisted completely by Rus Education representatives, or did you
Yeah.
have to do anything by yourselves?
No, we they assisted us. So they told us where to go for the visa, and even they were with us actually. So we need to renew the visa when we reach there. So we gave them our passport first. Then after a month, we had to go for some documentation, signing and all, and then it was done.
Okay, so you had to go only for that part where you have to sign physically, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Other than that, everything was done on your behalf, right?
yes.
Okay. Next comes the SIM cards. So, is there any difficulty in purchasing a SIM card, or is it provided to you?
Um, so as soon as we reached there, they took our passports for registration because registration was very compulsory there. So for 2 days we didn't have a passport. So without the passport we cannot buy SIM cards. So after it took some days, then we got a SIM card.
Okay. So,
We
in
bought some
this
SIM
in
cards.
this meantime, how do you connect to your parents?
So there were some people who were already there, like seniors were there, and from my batch also, there were some of some of them. Yeah, there were some people from my batch also who were already there. 1 month ago they had left, so we took.
Managed somehow, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we
And
managed.
they say that the hostels or the university has Wi-Fi internet connection.
Yeah, they
So,
do.
okay, so you can connect with your parents through Wi-Fi connections, and you can make a call on WhatsApp or something like that, right?
Yes, yes, very easily.
Okay, so getting a local SIM card, so you make a direct call also, or still you make calls through WhatsApp or through internet only?
Well, if we have to make calls in India, we use WhatsApp, but with our friends and all, we use normal calls.
Okay, so locally you use the
Yes, yes,
like for direct calling, but with India or with your parents, with your friends in India, you have to connect with WhatsApp or internet calls only, right?
yes,
Okay, Shringi, do you have a bank account there?
I do.
Okay, and like how did you open your bank account in Russia? First bank account.
Uh, we uh, we went to the Sber Bank.
Mhm.
It's Sber Bank. It's the most
It's a
useful
national
bank
bank of
there.
Russia. Yeah, the
Yeah,
National Bank
yeah.
of Russia,
It's
right?
it can be used anywhere basically. So
Mm-hmm.
we went there, me and my roommates, and
Mm-hmm.
they we asked for the card, and they we had some forms to be filled out,
Mm-hmm.
and after that they gave us the card in a few days.
Okay, so it's easy, right, to open a bank
Yes,
account in Russia?
yes, very easy.
Okay, and what about the money transfer? So your parents, how do you transfer the money from India to Russia? Or how
So
do you get your pocket money?
there are a lot there are a lot of options, but I had ICIC travel card.
Okay.
So yeah, from India only. So my father does the transaction from the travel card. So that travel card can be used anywhere. So like if
Oh,
I'm stuck in another country airport somehow, so that card will be used even in that country, that currency.
okay,
So
okay, okay. So
yeah,
yes, it is
that
a
is
point of advice for all the students who will be getting admission in MBBS in abroad. So suppose you are traveling to say any country. So before traveling, you get to know you get an international debit card or a travel card from your bank. So what happens is you carry that card and your parents, your family, they put the money into that account or into that card, and you can use it anywhere for your shopping, or you can withdraw cash in the local currency. Suppose if you are traveling via some country, like you have a halt or you have a what you say layover in some country, so your travel card will work in that country as well. Or it is advisable to carry few dollars or some money, international currency with you.
yeah.
So in
Yeah, I
case if
took
it is
cash.
yeah, so cash is also I think required some, but not in much quantity. Okay,
Yeah,
don't
of
just
course.
fill your packets.
It's
I think pockets
yeah,
are
it's
just
risky.
yeah, so take $100 with you, but it's required. Okay, yes. So Shingi, my next question is, did you travel by air for the first time when you went to Russia, or
Yes,
it was the first time?
yes, it was.
Okay, so how was your experience of air travel? How did you reach there? How did you fight
Oh
the flight?
God.
I can hear you. I can hear
Because
you. You're audible. Okay, again, she's lost. Okay. So, no issues. So, students, if you are planning to study MBBS in abroad, if you want any other information, you can always contact Rus Education on our student helpline number, which is 1-800-833-3338. The contact details are mentioned below the in the description of this video. You can also visit our website www.ruseducation.in, and you can get information about universities, about the countries that provide MBBS for Indian students. So, what we have discussed so far before going for your studies in abroad. Okay, so Shringi, you are back. Welcome back.
my net is working very nicely. I don't know what's wrong.
No issues, no issues. It happens sometimes. So see, we are sitting here in India in Delhi, and you are in Perm in Russia. So sometimes it happens. No worries. I
Yeah.
think my audience will also understand this. Okay, so Shingi, we were talking about the travel card, about the cash, about the currency. Okay, so see, next thing is the major expectation of a parent of a student is that Russia is a very cold country, and my student or my son, my daughter, or a student thinks that he or she will not survive. So, how have you survived these 5 years, these 5 winters in Russia?
It's wearable. Like if you use proper clothing, then it's wearable. And you are not constantly out in the cold. Obviously, there are heaters everywhere. If you go to a store, if you go to the class, if you are at your place, there's heaters everywhere. So you just have to endure the traveling. So you wear proper gloves, boots, jacket, cap. I use everything because I am not, I cannot bear cold if it's too much. So I use everything. I go very protected, and it's bearable then.
Okay, so students, see, it is a myth that you cannot survive the winters in Russia, because for us who have never been to Russia, or for the students from India who have never been to Russia, they have seen Russian winters in movies or on TV. So they show the Siberian part of Russia, which is very cold, but all our universities are located in the European part. So it is not very cold in winters, but yes, it is like it snows. It goes to -15, -20, But all the buildings, which include your hostels, your university campus, your shops, what is shopping malls, everything is centrally heated. Even the transport system has heaters, but yes, you have to go out. So for that, you have to buy specific clothing. You have to buy winter clothes, winter jackets. Okay, and for that, you will get complete guidance from the representatives who are there in Russia. Okay, Shingi, coming to hostels. So we say that students get fully furnished hostels, which include they have their bed, their beddings, their furniture, study table, chair, okay, and the basic things, not the TV and the fridge and the music system, all. But yes, the rooms are fully furnished as per the student's requirement. So is it true? How's your hostel? Please tell us about your hostel.
Everything is provided. It's very good. We even have sofas, like not just beds. We
Okay,
even have sofas, and yeah, we are provided with everything. There's a cleaning lady, so she helps us with the cleaning. Obviously, something we have to do, and some she helps for some things she helps.
okay.
And
And how do you think, like, how is the hostel? So it is like a hostel, it is comfortable, or you have just have to manage, or like how would you rate your hostel?
actually, it's good. And when I compare it with India's hostel, like how much I have heard from my friends, it's obviously better. Russia's hostel, like my college hostels, are obviously better,
Okay,
and they are all like, it's all wooden and it's very cute. I don't know.
okay. So Shringi, you are staying in sport hostel, right?
Yeah, I first I was staying at Sibriskaya, but now
Mm-hmm.
I'm at Sports Hostel.
In sports hostel, okay. And I have heard that in your university, or we tell the students that there are separate hostels for boys and girls. So is it true? You have your separate hostel for girls?
Yeah, so the Sports Hostel is for girls.
Okay, so
That's
your
correct.
hostel is only for girls. Okay,
Yeah,
no boys staying with you in the hostels, right?
No, no, they're
Okay,
not
and
even allowed.
they're not even allowed.
No,
Oh, poor
just the ground
boys.
floor. Just the
Okay,
ground floor where there are no rooms.
the common areas, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So, Srishti, what are the you say facilities that I can say, or the features in your hostel that do not allow strangers or outsiders to enter? What is the safety? How is the safety in your hostels?
First of all, there's a guard uh, at the gate, and he or she only allows the students who have ID cards or hostel cards, and the doors are too thick and closed. They lock it every time,
Hmm.
and now there's also a fingerprint. Uh,
Okay,
yeah,
so
so
you
without
enter
that
with
we
a
cannot enter.
biometric only, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that prevents anybody from outside to just enter like that. So you
No,
have
yeah.
to.
They have to ask and give some proof why they are there.
Okay. And what about CCTV cameras? So you have cameras around the
Yes,
hostel, inside the
yes,
hostels also?
yes. Yeah, hallway, corridors, everywhere.
Okay. So see for security, so students see for the security purposes, all the hostels are well equipped. They have the electronic entry systems, which can include a biometric entry system or electronic cards, or the receptionist. They will ask you for your ID. Only the students living in that particular hostel can enter that hostel. If you are an outsider and you want to come into the hostel, you have to seek permission first, and only with permission you can go to the common areas where you can like come down, and you can study along with your friends, but you have to leave from there. You are not allowed on the floors where the students or the girl students live. And 24 hours security is there, and I don't think so it is unsafe in any sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
very safe.
Okay, Shrinky, next comes that do you feel homesick while living there?
Sometimes during festivals.
During the, but I have heard that there are festivals being organized in your university.
Yes, we do celebrate
Okay.
almost all the festivals.
Okay. What all festivals do you celebrate, Shengi?
So for, the grand festivals that are actually celebrated from the university is Diwali and Holi.
Okay.
And yeah, And other festivals we students organize in the hostel, they gave us permission. So we celebrate there some of
Okay. So you said that the Diwali is celebrated on a grand level. So just in few lines, how grand it is.
it. But everybody is too dressed. And there's performances, students prepare performances, and we welcome the director comes, we welcome her with grace. And
Mhm.
then after every performance and everything, there's DJ.
Okay. Okay. So, like Diwali is kind of a cultural showcase where all of the Indian students they showcase the Indian culture, maybe the
Yeah.
dances, singing, or something like that,
Yes,
and
yes.
sees the participation of the Russian teachers, students, and the administration of the university also.
Yes, many Russians participate. The two, three performances are just from the Russians, and the
Oh,
teacher that teaches the Indian students is a Russian teacher, and she's amazing. She knows Bharatnatyam, Kathak, everything. She's
oh,
Russian.
okay, okay, okay. And Shrinki, so do you participate in these festivals?
I have once.
Okay. So suppose if a student, suppose from a childhood, they are having a hobby like say singing, dancing. So can they continue? Like they have options of continuing the same while studying in the
Yes,
university, right?
yes, my roommates love to sing, so they had performed singing at the functions. Yeah, you can
Okay.
pursue.
Okay, okay, okay. Shringi, so we have questions coming from our viewers. So the first question that I would like to take is, what will be the average cost or your average monthly expense?
My monthly expense, just living and food, right?
Yeah, living or food. Yeah.
So the hostel fees is already paid at the beginning.
Mhm.
We can pay it half and half, but still, it's most probably people prefer it to pay at the beginning only. So living expense is just handled by the not by us, and they also provide us with food. So there's a mess, and that is also paid prior. So apart from that, we just when we like if you're eating outside some days and some it's managed like not much. Just it depends on people how much a person eats outside and how much they don't. Like
Okay.
some people are just they
So
don't eat
you,
junk food.
so you say that there are Indian messes available, and
Yes,
so you get proper Indian food there in the mess, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. So Shringi, next question is how far is your hostel from the university?
So our buildings are divided, kind of. So like a biology lecture is going there, then surgery lecture is going like in another building. So if you're living in the city center, like my hostel is in the city center, so it's
Okay.
not far from me. We walk. In fact, we prefer walking because it's just 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Some buildings are literally 2 minutes away. Some are 15, 20 minutes, and the very few buildings are a little far, so we need to take the tram or a bus.
Okay. So, see, what I tell the students is that suppose you are studying MBBS in abroad. So, what is the system is like you from third year you start going to the hospitals for your clinical classes. So, hospitals are not located in one place; they are scattered all over the city. So, what happens is during your first second year when you have the most of the theoretical classes, at that point of time the distance from the hostel matters. So the university hostels are located in the city center, which
Yes,
are 2 3 minutes 5 minutes or 10 minutes walking distance from the hostels to the university. And for the other part, when you are in the senior courses in third fourth fifth year, so when your classes are taking place in the hospitals, so then maybe some hospitals are close, some are far. For that the regional transport or the local transport system is well established, so don't have to worry about it. Next question we have, ma'am, what things you faced in your day to day life while studying in Russia? Any problems that you faced during in your daily life while you are studying in Russia?
um, not much actually. It's if you have a proper timetable and if you follow it, then it's not there's no problems. Like somehow sometimes if you have a lot of classes like from morning to evening, Then you have to manage your lunch somehow. Like there is time. Obviously, they give us breaks, but still, like there's not much problems. They make the schedule like that, so we don't have problems.
Okay, Shringi. So, if not difficult for you, how is a day in a life of a medical student in Russia? So, can you just go through? Suppose you wake up at the so and so time, you get ready for your classes, you go. So, how is a day for a medical student in Russia in your university?
Okay, so I'll tell you. Before COVID, it was.
Hmm.
So I woke up if the lecture is in the morning. So there's a like a it's either in the morning or it's either in afternoon, and sometimes it's in both times. So if it's in the morning, I'll wake up by 7:30. It depends on the if the building is far or not, and I'll have my coffee and I'll get ready. And then my roommates, luckily I have my roommates in my batch only, so we all leave together and then we walk. We we get proper protection first for the
Cold.
wind and cold, and then we leave and we reach the university. We have to remove all our uh, jackets and boots. We need to carry shoes for the building so the college doesn't, get all snowy
Yeah.
and watery. So yeah, we carry shoes and we deposit. There's a garderobe. It's called garderobe. So we deposit our jackets and
So,
boots there.
for Indian students, garderobe is a cloakroom where you
Yeah,
submit your jackets. And why is it important? See, all the university buildings are centrally heated, and if you continue wearing your winter clothes, you will feel very hot inside the buildings. So
yes.
every building has a cloakroom. So once you go into that building, you submit all your jackets, your scarf, your caps, and your winter shoes, and you wear your summer shoes. And inside the building, you can roam about in your half sleeves, in your summer clothing, and it is very comfortable and cozy. So
With the doctor coat,
with the
obviously.
apron, right? Yeah, with the
Yeah,
doctor's coat. Okay, so
yeah.
yes, you attend your class, and how many students are in your batch?
Okay, in my batch, we are total 20, 22.
20, okay, so I have heard that Russia has group study. So you have various groups. So how many total students are there in your complete course in your fifth year?
Okay, it's in just my year, there are many students. Like normally, there are not this much, but just in my year, there are almost 500.
500 Indian students.
Yes, just in my batch. Like
Oh
I
my
don't know
God.
why, but yeah, just in my batch, there are these many students.
Okay, and those all 500 students are divided into groups
Groups.
of 20-22 people, right? So if
Yeah.
there are small number of students in one group in one year, suppose in fourth year you have less number of students, or in third year, so in that also there are 20-22 students in a batch, or 15 or 12 students, like that.
Yeah, there are that many students only. They're just less groups. Like if we have 60 groups, they only have 40 or
Okay.
30.
And what do you think is better, studying in a classroom full of students, or studying in batches, in a batch of 20 students or 20?
Batches is fine. Like, there's a comfort zone and you know all of them. If there are too many students, you cannot know all of them and you won't be that comfortable. But it's just 22 students, so it's very easy
And
to
teacher can
adjust.
also give a personalized attention. I think you cannot
Yes,
deviate your mind into other things. You have to study and you have to be focused, right?
yes, yes. Teachers, within a few days, they learn all our names.
Okay, 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 okay. And how the teachers, are they friendly?
Yes, they are. They teach very nicely and they try their best and they conduct tests and homework, everything.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so next question we have, uh, can you tell us that is Russia safe for girls?
Yes, it is safe for girls.
Okay, so
I have
when you
never
go
faced
out,
any problem.
okay, so when you go outside, is there anything to
Oh, come
be
on.
okay? So we have lost Shringi. Okay, so see, the universities in Russia provide group study. The students are divided into groups of 15, 20 people, and teacher gives personalized attention to all the students. 100% attendance is compulsory in Russia, so you have to go to all the classes. Um, Sadia Tarannum, how is practical class? You are asking. We'll get back to your question once we get Shringi back in our session. So till then, bear with me. Okay, so Russia, as we have heard from Shringi, is safe for girl students also. So welcome back, Shringi. No issues. We excuse, and the audience is understanding your issue. No problems. Okay, so
It's something is wrong with the restream.
okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so we accept your this thing. Uh, okay, so, there's one question from Miss Sadia Tarannum. How is the practical class? So
Okay,
students, like
actually,
I actually see, I have been counseling the students for the past many years, and this is a common doubt that Russia does not provide practicals or they are only focused on theory. But I tell them that no, Russia is focused on practicals, and the theoretical part is a bit like on a lesser end. So how do you think? Is the study practical based? Are there enough practicals that you get in Russia?
see, it is theoretical. It's not less. And but yeah, practicals. They also provide us with practicals. But the thing is, as soon as I got my chance to have practicals in my fourth year, fifth year, COVID happened. So we are not able to get that much exposure as we need. But other than that, there are practicals. Like my seniors have done a lot. They have
Okay.
told us
So
they were,
your classes are also, I think, are supposed to be conducted in the hospitals only, where you have to interact with the patients, and
yes,
the teachers also show you the patients and the symptoms and how they cure the
yeah.
diseases, right?
We have done that in third year. Like, yeah, so I have attended some practicals in the third
Okay,
year.
so it was a pre-COVID time when you
Yes,
got a chance to go to the hospital. Okay, so
yeah.
how were your studies managed during the COVID times? So university, you did not lose anything, you did not lose your year, or how the
No, no.
university responded to this COVID lockdowns?
It was online. There's a portal for a college, so everything is conducted there. And now it's going offline, online mixed format.
Okay, okay. So safety of the students was never compromised, right, during the COVID
Mm,
pandemic also.
no, no.
Okay, okay. Okay. So Shringi, I don't have any other questions. Okay. Apart from that, Shringi, there is one other doubt. Suppose a student is having interest in sports. So can they continue with their hobby in sports, or can they continue what you say, their passion for sports while studying MBBS in the university?
Actually, it's more for the boys because they can play cricket and football. But and as there are even girls can be involved, but yeah, not more than boys. They have more options.
Okay, but sports activities are conducted in the university, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
suppose if you
In
had a
starting years, we have a subject,
okay,
so the physical education type. It's similar to that. So yeah, they used to force us to do something,
okay,
have our health built.
okay. So suppose if you had the chance or you had that passion for playing badminton, suppose, or volleyball, so you had an opportunity of continuing
Yes,
your passion in the university, right?
yeah, we used to play badminton in
Okay,
first second year,
okay, okay, okay. And what is the complete duration of the course?
6 years.
6 years. Okay, so that satisfies the NMC criteria, which says that minimum duration of the course should be 5.5 years. So
Yes,
you are fulfilling that criteria.
yeah,
Okay,
it's actually
Shringi,
5.8.
5.8. Okay,
Yes,
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so that's it, Shringi. Thank you so much. These were all the questions from all the audience. And thank you for joining us and telling us the real situation of studying MBBS in abroad. And okay, one more thing. Shringi, your university is a government university or a private university?
it's a government university.
It's a government university. So after completion of your degree, do you think you'll be able to practice, say, in UK, in London?
Yes, I can. It's registered. Our college is registered with FLAB and the
Oh,
GMC.
okay, okay, okay. So yes, Sadia Tarunam, your course duration is including the internship. Okay, 6 years is inclusive of internship. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, the Palmstead Medical University is registered with WDOMS, World Directory of Medical Schools, which makes the degrees recognized in almost all the countries. Every country has their own licensing exam. Like in India, we have Foreign Medical Graduate Examination, which will soon be replaced by next national exit test. For the same, we have coaching classes or the guidance classes in Palmstead Medical University, where teachers travel to the university and they provide them with the coaching. So while choosing a university for MBBS in abroad, you have to see that you get all these services, including the coaching for foreign medical graduate examination or the national exit test, which will soon be implemented by the National Medical Commission. And the universities in Russia fulfill the criteria mentioned in the latest Gazette of National Medical Commission of November 2021, which says that the okay. One more important question I remembered. Shringi, your classes are in English or in Russian?
English.
So you have complete English medium throughout the course, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is also a question. So Russian universities, some universities have bilingual mode of study where first 3 years are in English, next 3 years are in Russian. But Perms and Medical University, along with other universities that Rus Education provides, are all completely in English medium. So yes, it is again one of the criteria of National Medical Commission. And after completion of your degrees from Permstead Medical Universities or the other universities which we provide, you will be able to practice in India and in other countries of the world. Shringi, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for taking out time from your schedule. I think your exams are going to be coming in June, right? You have your semester exams in
Yes.
June. Okay, so
Yes.
best of luck for your semester exams.
Thank
We'll
you.
again disturb you if we have other questions from other students.
No
And
problem.
thank you so much for telling us the real situation of studying MBBS in abroad. So, students, thank you so much, Sringi, for joining us today.
Thank you.
For the
Thank
students, if you have any queries, any doubts, you can contact us on our student helpline number, which is 1-800-833-3338. Yes, 1-800-833-3338. You can visit our website www.ruseducation.in. You can get the information of all the universities there. And if you have any doubts, any questions, contact us on our student helpline number. You can also locate your nearest office. You can go to our offices. All our offices are currently open, operational. All our staff are currently vaccinated, and all COVID protocols are being maintained. So it is safe. You can go for your one-to-one counseling. All our counselings, guidances are free of cost. So don't hesitate. Clear your doubts today. If you have any suggestions, any doubts, any questions, please write to us in the comment section of this video. If you liked our video, if you got some information from us, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon so that you can get notification of our future live shows and our future videos. So once again, thank you so much, Shringi. It was nice talking to you. Best of luck for your exams.
thank you so much.
And to all the students who are currently appearing for NEET exam, best of luck, students. I hope you have filled your form. So we'll get back to you when the correction window opens. And in the meanwhile, study well, prepare hard, and qualify NEET exam. Okay, because for getting MBBS admissions, you have to qualify your NEET exam. This is a mandatory condition. Okay, best of luck. Thank you so much for joining us. Jai Hind.